In this class, we discussed about virus as a vectory and binary vectors. First one, virus as vector. A number of viruses are used as gene cloning vectors. A few virus vectors are the following. First one, SV40 and CAMV. First one, SV40 is the simian virus infecting monkey. Simian means monkey. It is an animal virus. It is crystal like. This is the structure of SV40. And it causes cancer in rodents, so it is an oncogenic virus. It is used to introduce foreign DNA segments into mammalian cell. So it is used as a cloning vector in animals. The virus consists of an outer capsid and inner DNA. It contains a double-stranded circular DNA which is formed of 5000 base pairs. The DNA contains a large number of restriction enzyme sites. It contains two specific sites, namely early gene and late gene. And the early gene functions early in the infection cycle and codes for viral DNA replication. The late gene expresses in the later stage. It is also contains a replication origin site. And the next virus is CAMV, that is cauliflower mosaic virus. Cauliflower mosaic virus, it is a plant virus. It is a crystal like, is a double stranded DNA viruses. It is a gene cloning vector for plant cell and it consists of an outer capsid and inner DNA. And it infects the members of Cruciferae and Solanaceae and it is transmitted by aphids. And DNA of this virus is circular and contains 3 gaps in the strands. 2 gaps in one strand and 1 gap in another strand. These gaps cause discontinuities in the double-stranded DNA. But replication process is not affected by these gaps. And the DNA has 6 genes and an intergenic sequence. Some genes are responsible for aphid transmission and these genes control pathogenic activities of the virus. And if the DNA of the CAMV is to be used as a vector, its pathogenic function should be eliminated. This is done by the elimination of the genes required for the aphid transmission and the desired gene inserted in the same site. And merits of CAMV. The naked DNA molecule is infective and it can enter the plant easily when it is rubbed on the leaf. Once inside the plant, it can invade the entire plant system. And next one is binary vectors. The binary vector system consists of an agrobacterium strain along with a disarmed Ti plasmid called wire helper plasmid. The entire tDNA region, including borders, deleted while wire gene is retained. It may be noted that both of them are not physically linked. A binary vector with tDNA can replicate in Escherichia coli and Agrobacterium. A diagrammatic representation of the typical binary vector system. Left and right borders that delimit the tDNA region. And a plant transformation marker, example NPT2, that confirms kanamycin resistance in plant transferred cell, a multiple cloning site for introducing target foreign genes. A bacterial resistance marker, example tetracycline resistance gene for selecting binary vectors colonies in Escherichia coli and Agrobacterium. ORI-T sequence for conjugal mobilization of the binary vector for Escherichia coli to Agrobacterium. A broad host range origin is replication such as RK2 that allows the replication of binary vectors in Agrobacterium. Production and use of binary vector. The target gene is inserted into the multiple cloning site of the binary vector. In this way, the target gene is placed between the right and left border, repeats and cloned in Escherichia coli. By a mating process, the binary vector is mobilized from Escherichia coli to Agrobacterium. Now the virulence gene proteins of tDNA facilitate the transfer of tDNA of the vector into the plant cell. And the advantages of binary vectors. The binary vector system involves only the transfer of a binary plasmid to Agrobacterium without any integration. This is in contrast to co-integrate vector system wherein the intermediate vector is transmitted, transformed and integrated with the disarmed Ti plasmid. Due to convenience, binary vectors are more frequently used than co-integrate vectors. This is the binary vector system.